believes that everyone deserves those type of opportunities.
And away we go. Who will be our third 2-0 team after day 2 of the weekend? Alana Smith banks it in. Brianna Stewart the dish. 5 block shots. That was the unrivaled record at the time until Sanaya Rivers topped her last night. Kick out to Sykes. 3-pointer swirls in. As back come the Laces, an experienced squad. They were the oldest club in the league last year. They've gotten a little younger. Jackie Young is so happy to be healthy.
And her coach is so happy. She could do so much on both ends of the floor.
Jackie had 15 in the season opening win, had the game winner. Alana Smith with the connection on the block. She'll guard Thomas at the top. Smith, the co-defensive player of the year.
Zach O'Brien said he loves to hear that from her.
Sykes is locked in early at Sephora Arena.
A big shot by Sykes. Screens that she sets to clear up room for her teammates is something significant.
Arike sidestep, a swish in the grill of Young.
Of him getting Maddie in here with this group.
In the hands of Arike on the deflection. Arike Agumawale. Arike is a top 4 scorer in terms of her average per game all time in women's pro basketball. Let's not forget that as Jackie Young cashes in on the other end. Just 3 minutes in, we've already had 6 3-pointers combined. Gray on the attack, spin cycle, fall away, and the foul. Second unit for Coach O'Brien. Sykes joins Canada and Hillman for Laces. Both of these coaches, very close friends. And wow, they have fond respect, but they have deep teams. They love how they built their clubs at the unrivaled draft in the late fall. Here is Canada. Sprints by Burton, lays it in. There's the hot shooting start from 3. 2 as well for Laces. Veronica Burton with the lay. And it drives it strong. Veronica Burton off. Thomas volleys it to herself. Sykes on the attack. That's how you run the break. He's there defensively, and they're still tweaking things offensively.
Well, they were tremendous. I mean, they trailed by as many as 11 late in that third quarter. And for that Laces team, and that's where you see just a resiliency in your group I imagine you love early on.
Alicia Gray is unleashed. Up to 7 now. Missed by 2. And another assisted bucket in this ball game. Both teams sharing the ball. Young throws a spear. That's the give and go. Young and Thomas in sync.
Those two work so well together.
Talk about pros that leave it sold. She wanted to be part of this as a co-founder of this league. The Champions League of Pro Basketball, unrivaled. Down to 4 to fire. Young to Thomas. They share with one another, that's for sure. Even at 26, Burton fires. Pretty even ball game through 1. Rose and Breeze, both squads at 2-0. We'll have another 2-0 team after this matchup tonight. That's beautiful work by Alicia Gray.
Out of bounds play.
Spray it, Canada downhill action. Jordan Canada, a great singing voice. She can also drive it too.
Yes, she can. Smooth everywhere.
Burton on the roll. That's great offense. Gray found her, and we found out. We've talked about the buy-in of Mist and their veteran player Sykes for 2. She's filling it up regardless, starting or coming off the pine. Feeds it again. That left side looks good for Mist, making it rain down there. Alicia Gray averaged a career high in assists for Atlanta. 3.5 a game. That's a 3-ball for Sykes. Sinks it up to 13. Trying to make it out, but I want to see Leash in action on the golf course. But she's pretty busy right now. As Hillman rattles home a 3. Alyssa Thomas wants to go to work. Had all 6 of her points on Monday in the 4th quarter. Spin cycle. AT. He can make that shot. Lee was 36% in her double team stint this past year. Thomas fling it, knock it down.
She's just so quick on that release. The quickness in substitutions, the rotations, what that looks like for these teams. We even talk about that with the starting lineup. It's like players are in at the snap of a finger.
I will say though, ice and mist is a weird pairing. Okay, stand by folks. In the half court, Thomas bounce it right in the bread basket for Hillman. That's assist number 8 for Thomas. Segrist parachutes in for the board. Maybe a 2-for-1 for Laces. Segrist knows it, fires it, and rattles it in. an assassin out there. Playful with Young, down to 4 to shoot for Jackie Young. Feeds Thomas, and just in the nick of time, lays it in.
Starting with Miss, they felt like they are playing the Laces game. They are not dictating. In fact, the Laces dictated a lot of that second quarter.
And that's what they got to do, is continue this type of edge we have seen.
There's the defensive buy-in. Burton on the loose, and Gray lays it in.
And
so we go under 6 to go in the third, and Stewart swirls one home.
4-1 possession, knowing what they're going to come out in, and then flipping back to it. You already see an effectiveness here by the Mist on what they've done defensively.
Sykes whistles a pass. Thomas swish.
Certainly helps, but to that point, that is something. Oftentimes you see that with teams when they're very tied to one side of things on the offensive.
Good crowd here tonight at Sephora Arena. They added more seats in the Unrivaled offseason, and folks took advantage. Stewart for 2 television in those meetings. Nothing but respect. She also wants that one-on-one bag in February. Run out to Thomas. What a feed by Jackie Young. Got her own miss back, fired in time. That one was off. She had to rush it because of the shot clock. Thomas, these passes have been unbelievable tonight. 9 career Unrivaled game winners, 2 in the first 2 games for Rose, the reigning champions. Breeze has something to say about that. Alana Smith and the foul. Gumbawale, Brianna Stewart, Alana Smith for Mist. Segrist, Hillman, Canada, second unit for Laces. Brianna Stewart connects inside. She's got 10 points. Canada around the world, circles back, lob it, Hillman. It was all a dream.
Word up.
5-point game. Stewart amongst the trees, lays it home. AT, the engine, is with Ice Young.
AT, as
Here comes Thomas, bulldozes in, floats it up. Stewart taps it to herself. We come up on a minute to go in the third. Crisp chest pass in the lead. For the inaugural championship. Double screens for Stewart. Wants to go to work. Spins on Thomas. Vintage Brianna Stewart. Wonder now if she wishes she could do that over, because Mist can add to this total, but it's stripped. Sykes bluff the 3, lay it home. 21 for Sykes. And that means our winning score is 82. Segrist back to Canada, 2-player game. Segrist is doubled and snatched by Stewart. Rams the other way. Brianna Stewart absorbed the contact and puts it in.
And that's exactly what she talked about in the huddle, Sarah. She said, we're not giving up anything easy inside. They don't get layups. I love the double team by Stewie. But AT says I can do it a little better.
Coach Wade doesn't get the backcourt awarded.
It was close.
It was close. Backdoor Burton to Alicia Gray. A new Unrivaled best for Alicia Gray. Gray collects. Stewart has position. Thomas shows double. Gray open for 3. Right between the eyes. 26 for Gray.
Day 3.
This is good eating.
You know what, PG? I like it. You keep declaring things and we'll see what happens.
We're in the heat in Miami. Time to throw flamethrowers. Young the kick. Sykes fires and hits.
You know who's been throwing flames all night is Brittany Sykes. That time from the corner from 3. This is back and forth with some big-time buckets.
24 for Sykes.
That's exactly what they drew up in the huddle. They wanted Jackie Young to get downhill, get a piece of the paint, and then good things happen.
Gray inside. Puts it home. 76-75. Our winning score is 82. First team to get to that number or surpass it wins the game. Sykes, oh, that's too much room. Brittany Sykes, count them all.
And the thing for the men, as I mentioned earlier, because there's
7 points to the winning score. Laces needs 3, but they don't have to take a 3. Gray will. Airballs it. Burton a heads-up play just before the shot clock hit 0.
And sometimes those air balls are the toughest ones to try and get a body out on the blocker.
Stop and start by Sykes. Lays it up and in. 29 for Brittany Sykes.
Listen to her coach. It doesn't have to be a 3. Keep chipping away to get closer to that winning score.
Stopping a hoop can win it for Laces. Brianna Stewart rattles it home. Now a 3 for Mist can do the job, but a score here for Laces ends the game. Sykes has had the hot hand. 29 points. Catching, firing, off the back iron. Again, Mist can win with the 3. They don't need one here, according to to their coach. Hand off to Burton. Over to Stewart on an island against Thomas. Burton fires up a three for the win. Short. Gets it back. New 12. Gray hoists one up. It's loose. Stewart floated up. Off the back iron and in. 81-81. Next basket wins. Jackie Young fires. No. Rebound Gray. Here is the miss. Can they rain on laces? It's a loose ball. We play off. 3 against 2. Shovel to Sykes. Back to Young. Still loose. Plenty of time. Sykes. No. It's still loose. Thomas. Everyone's on the floor tangling for it. It's a jump ball. Which club improves to 2-0? Stewart had the game winner Monday. Burton finds Stewart, leans into it, off the back iron, no! Thomas is on the move. The engine gallops in, short on the lay. We play on. The official rules, laces ball, they make a correction, they have a chat. It is missed basketball. Again, both coaches use their challenges. We have no challenges remaining. It has to be a booth review by the officials.
Yeah, that does though look like that's coming off of Jackie Young. She pokes it out of the hand of Alicia Gray. So I think at this point, this possession-wise, officials got it right here.
Back to the edges of our seats at Sephora Arena. Stewart drives it, and a foul is called on Thomas.
Man, I mean, there has been so much physicality and contact around the basket in a lot of these drives that you were wondering at what point they would determine that these would be a foul. Big free throw.
Stewart is 2 for 2 tonight. That seals the deal. Missed is 2.